Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Let's see if it'll work right this time. Welcome everybody. This your boy Chris Reed back with another video. In today's video, we're gonna just cook up some breakfast real quick from wifey. We got eggs, we got spam. I think we're either gonna do grits or we're gonna do grits or we will do if not grits, we'll do pancakes. One or the other. I haven't decided which one it's gonna be just yet. I think I might also do some hash brown type stuff as well. So let's see. Okay, I want to check to make sure you guys can hear me and see me good.
I want to check to make sure.
Oh yeah, so y'all can hear me.
See me good. I want to check to make sure.
A whole lot better. All right, y'all can hear me a whole lot better now. So you know what I'm saying. We got hash browns. We're gonna get some eggs popping. Now I have my whole little gimbal set up. I'm gonna show y'all what the gimbal setup look like, just cause you know what I'm saying. I have my whole little gimbal set up, right? So with the gimbal, you feel me? With the gimbal, it could track me and look at me and all this other type stuff. And then you just set your phone on, on the gimbal so that it could work with you, right? But the gimbal wasn't working. So I'm like, dang, not the gimbal, but the camera. The camera stopped working. So I was like, all right, well, we can't do that. But I got something else for y'all. That's what I got. I'm gonna see what else we're gonna do. Now this spam has been sitting over here for a minute. Like, man, is you gonna cut me or what? When is you gonna ever put the knife, bruh? Put the knife and cut, bruh. So we're gonna get the cutting in just a second. I'm gonna load up my other channel real quick. I think there's a way that way I can add another camera in. One of these fancy, you know what I'm saying? Share your screen, share. No, I don't think there's a way. I don't have access to that feature, whatever that feature is. Hey man, if you're in the chat, let me know where you are from. We finna get ready to get popping with this story. Finna get ready to get popping. We finna get ready to get popping with this, okay? I guess I technically could have just went live from here, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You worry about what you're doing. Let me see. Can I change my camera from here? It don't matter, they only giving me one camera anyway. All right, smooth. I'm trying to see. Are we ready? Got this. This can go over here. I knew I was gonna drop that eventually. I knew that was coming. Listen, it's the summertime. I told y'all recently, if you saw the post that I posted recently, that you know what I'm saying, I got some new employment, and because of my newer employment, I haven't been able to do as much live streaming or video creation and all of that good stuff. I haven't been able to do as much as I would like. So, but testing stuff. I want to test it. I want to see how it look, get stuff working how I want it to work. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. All right, cool. Got some nice brown eggs right here. Remember when they was talking about how expensive eggs was? Y'all think eggs is still that expensive? I haven't bought no eggs, so I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you because I haven't actually bought no eggs. I couldn't tell you if it's good, bad, up or down. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Which sometimes I just be like, yo, I just need somebody to just kind of share with me some wisdom. Just like what we doing, you know what I'm saying? What we really doing out here in these streets? You know what I mean? I just want somebody to help me. We don't need you because you're not working right now. So move out of the way. Okay, you move out the way. All right. I got my phone right here. I'm not even used to the quality that's being displayed right now. Usually got a much more quality live stream happening. So, I know there's a way I can get my camera that I use in the studio. Of course, there's a way I can get my camera in here, but we got the wireless microphone situation nonetheless. Let me see, tap tap tap, make sure that's working. Yep. That's working. That's working. So that's what we want. That's what we want right there. All right, cool. Eggs, bacon, cheese, sausage, egg, bacon, cheese, sausage, cheese, sausage, cheese, sausage. Check the shirt. The shirt. Jesus is still king. Absolutely. Okay. And when I say Jesus, I don't just mean any Jesus. I mean Jesus that died for our sins, Jesus. I mean, Son of God, Jesus. I mean, Jesus, the one and only begotten Son of God. Okay, that's the Jesus I'm talking about. That's still King. I don't know what Jesus y'all be talking about. That's the Jesus that I'm talking about. I'm talking born of a virgin Jesus. Okay, I'm talking died on the cross Jesus, okay? I'm talking buried in somebody else's tomb, Jesus, okay? Didn't even have money to bury him in his own tomb, Jesus, okay? I'm talking didn't stay in that tomb, Jesus. Jesus rose on the third day, Jesus, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Now, look how I'm slicing this spam right here. Look how I'm slicing it. My mom taught me a secret. She said, you got to use a knife like this. This knife has these serrated edges, right? And it makes little ridges. It makes these little ridges on the spam. And when you cook the spam with them little ridges, it just give it a little extra little texture. You get these ridges on the spam. You probably can't see it from here, but there's these ridges right there. Listen, I'm just listen like art right there. You get these little ridges on the spam, and in that way, when they get to frying, oh man, it just does it up right. I like to slice them sort of thin, not very thick. I don't like very thick pieces of spam. The thinner you slice it as well, the better it'll crisp up. The thicker pieces of spam, it won't be very crispy because it has so much meat, Now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth right here. Probably the best. That's probably the best slice up of some spam I done ever did. Get my presentation looking a little bit better. That's art right there. That's art. That's woo. Let me see. Slice that thing down. Yes, that's it right there. Now a lot of people ain't big on spam. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't. Spam is. It's like an acquired taste. You might not necessarily want spam. I like spam, man. I tend to really like spam. Okay, so we'll get to cracking these eggs real quick. Smack them eggs, crack them up. We are officially in summertime. Okay, it's nice and bright. Summertime. Trying to think of what some summer plans finna be. What we finna do for the summer. What I really want to do, I really want to rent a studio and go do some content in there. Like making beats and stuff like that. Like I want to go to Hollywood or LA. I just want to rent like a real nice studio. Because you know what I really enjoy? I enjoy going to Guitar Center. And when I'm in that room in Guitar Center, I just be so inspired. And the reason why I be so inspired is because it looked like the environment. Like the garage studio, don't get me wrong, the garage studio got that vibe. And when I sit down in front of that keyboard, man, be ready to rock and roll, be ready to work. But it's just something a little different. Something a little different about that, you know, just being in there with the speakers and you got the lighting, you got the rug, and then of course you got the computer that's laced with all of these instruments and all of this software, and it just next level, right? It's just next level stuff. So I want that same vibe, but actually where I'm not in a store, I want that same vibe, but not where I'm in a store where I'm actually, somewhere where I should be making some music. You see what I'm saying? So we gonna whisk up these eggs real quick. Using a whisk. Hit these eggs up, man. Where y'all at, man? Chat. Where y'all at? I see y'all in here, but I don't see y'all in here. I don't see no chat. The whisk. I couldn't tell you why you use a whisk rather than a fork. Sometimes I use a fork. Only reason why I would say I'm using a whisk right now is because it make less noise. It just make less noise. I feel like a fork could actually scramble these eggs faster. So it ain't, to me anyway, it ain't like it's because it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient or something like that. I don't think it's for, it being efficient or nothing. I think it's just one of them things, right? Oh, that's what people use. They use whisk or whisk. You know what I'm saying? We got our hash browns. The hash browns are frozen. Okay, they are frozen. All right, I'm gonna start cracking some of this fire. Okay, there we go. That one's on. I need one right here for my Spam. See what I'm saying? Good pans. Good pan. Pop that on right there. Pop that on right there. Let me see. Spam is right here. So Spam does require not like sausage or bacon. When you cook a sausage or bacon, the bacon got fat, sausage got fat, and when you start cooking it and rendering it in the pan, basically it starts to generate its own fat. But unfortunately, that's not the case for Spam. Spam need a little help, so we're gonna get a little cooking oil so we can put in the pan, help that Spam out. All right, we'll get a little bit of this. Spray me down. Let me see. Well, I don't see my spray oil, so I guess we're gonna go with the cooking oil. All right, and I got the pan up pretty high. It's pretty hot right now, but we're not even gonna cook it. We're not even gonna cook it that hot, because you cook it that hot, that's no bueno. When you get to cooking it too hot, it's no bueno. What's up, babe? Good morning. You know what I'm saying? The camera is the laptop. So just like Zoom. Okay, the camera is laptop. So it's just like Zoom. All right, so I move the camera a little bit. We go to stage 2, phase 2, where we actually cooking. Okay, I'm gonna have the camera a little closer to the stove so that way y'all can see what we got going on. All right. So get my oil hot. Get my oil hot. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna turn this down. Cause like I said, I don't want to cook it. I don't want to cook it hot. I just want the oil to get hot. I'm gonna turn the fire down. Okay. When I start adding this Spam in. All right. Babe, it was so crazy. I did all this setup to get my gimbal and my cameras working. You know how I use the cameras on the side. I did all that work. And it just boop. As soon as I started going live, it was like, nope, no thank you. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. So anyway, all right, we smoking now, so we're gonna turn the fire down even more, and we can start adding in this Spam. That's it right there. Oh, I'm finna lose some Spam. Hear the sizzle. We add that Spam here. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Spamming it up. Okay, let me drop this down right here. Okay. Now I also got my griddle right here in the middle. I also got that heating up as well. What I typically will do is I'll warm the griddle up, right? I get it real warm, and then I just start dropping water on it, just straight water. It steam up, and then I use that to clean the griddle if there's anything on there that I don't want on there. But typically, it's okay. So we got the Spam cooking up right now. All right, I think I can make this higher, even if it's just by a little bit. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. Okay. All right, the dog right there want to be nosy. Move, dog. Okay. There I go. There I go. There I go. Oh, it's about move. Anyway, so even right now, it's still kind of cooking a little fast. I can start to see it browning on the edges already. It's cooking a little too fast. A little too. We can turn the fire down. The fire don't got to be up very high. You know what I'm saying? Pull out some tongs. Oh, that's you outside. What you doing? Oh. I was like, I didn't even know the garage was up. All right, cool. Wait, I'm running to the Dollar Tree? Oh, you got some time. Yeah, if you're saying like you want to eat.
No, yeah, I still want to leave and like,
Oh no, you got some time. Now the question is, what do you want, pancakes or do you want grits? And then I have to actually look to see if we can get either one of them.
Yeah, either one is fine.
But you didn't answer the question.
Grits.
You rather have grits? Okay, if we got it, grits. All right, y'all. She has chosen. She has spoken. She wants grits. So this is what I was saying about the griddle. I get it nice and hot. I'll come through and wipe that down. I like the griddle too. I like the griddle on the stove. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do that a couple of times. I'll let it heat up. You know what I'm saying? I'll let it heat up good. And I'll pour some water on it. And pretty much that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll do with it. But we'll cook up the Spam. And normally I don't cut up and cook up the entire thing of Spam. But basically, I did it today because I'll forget. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to come back and get some more Spam. And then I won't ever actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, all right, let's make sure to actually cook it. So I was like, well, actually cook it today. Because normally I'll cut it up, put it in the fridge, and never come back to it. Oh, do your thing. You don't have to whisper. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All to the good. Let me see some. All right, I'm gonna start pulling some of this out. Get ready for the next round. Especially this piece. That's definitely crispy right there. Try to get it where you see it too. Let me see. We got some hash browns. Let's just pull this one off. So since we're not using pancakes, these frozen hash browns. Since we ain't using pancakes, I'll just use this real quick. Put me some oil down. And this will be for our hash browns. Because I was going to make pancakes. Just like that. Was going to make pancakes, but I don't think we got no pancakes. I don't think we got no grits, honestly. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. We got some grits. Can't go wrong with that. What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's where I learned everything from my cooking, y'all. Here go the grits we're going to get cracking with today. First, throw these on here. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I'm trying my best to spread these things out and have them on an even plane, and then that way I can just flop them over all at once. All right. We can take off the Spam. The Spam is doing what it's doing. We can take that off. All right. And we can go in with some more Spam. Oh, it is. It shouldn't be. No, it's fine. It's all good. Here we go. Let's get the rest of this Spam on there. Boop. Oh, I cut that one good enough. Yeah, so rather than waste the Spam today, I was like, listen, we're just gonna cut it all together. You know what I'm saying? We can have some lunch. We can have some Spam for lunch if we want. Okay. Okay, I'm reloaded. It's gonna be like a day of content, you know what I'm saying? Content day. We got the hash browns doing their thing. Let me see if I got some onion. Onion to be real good. Onion is a great flavor. Go with these hash browns, brown hash. Definitely have pancakes. Okay, I thought we had them little pancakes. Maybe I'll just make both. Maybe we just make both. Why not? Oh, well, speaking of which, what we need to do then is we need to get a pot. We need to get a pot going with some water. That's what we need to do. We need to get a pot going with some water. You know what I'm saying? Get the pot going with some water. We never have the right size pot that I want. It's either too big or too small. Never the right size. We're gonna start with this. I'm gonna take this one off. Hold on. Y'all let me know, can y'all still hear me? Okay, check. B-Hoss, what up, B-Hoss? I'm gonna take this thing off real quick. I want to see, cause I got another microphone underneath. Okay, check. B-Hoss, what up, B-Hoss? Check. That one wasn't even on. Let me see. Is this on?
Check.
Yeah, it really is loud too.
That one wasn't even on.
Okay, this one should be on now then.
Is this on?
Let me see.
Yeah, really is loud too. That one wasn't even on. Okay, this one
Okay,
should
for
be
sure.
on.
Let me play my music. Come on, it was just playing smooth. It was just playing smooth. All right. So this is the pot I got. What up, young brother? What do you know about spam and egg with cheese? I know a whole. I forgot. Don't forget about the eggs. I got them eggs getting ready to go. I'm thinking if I might crack another egg or two. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Okay, so for these grits, it says for 4 servings, we need a cup of grits and 4 cups of water. All right, a cup of grits. I need 2 more eggs. I might just. There's 4 eggs in there right now. 4 eggs. I think 2 more would do it. I think 2 more would be good. Now, we're going to put, I think it's 2 cups of water. It's basically a 1-2 ratio. 1 cup of grits, 2 cups of water. That makes 4 servings. Let me see, did I read that right? 1 cup of grits, 4 cups of water. That's right. All right. That'll do it. All right, we're going to get that boiling. Come on now. Okay, Amber Alert. What's the Amber Alert? Let me see. I'm in the house. Everybody Amber Alerts is going off. Silver Alert. Highway Patrol. Rosa. Last seen on June. Wilmington. Okay. Show y'all what we're doing. So we got water for the grits. Hash browns in the middle on the griddle. Hash browns in the middle on the griddle. Hash browns in the middle on the griddle. Spam over there. And then we're going to hook up some of these eggs as well. We're going to hook them eggs up. We'll hook some of them eggs up as well. I don't want to overdo it with these hash browns because you really can very easily overdo it. It's a potato. It's a potato. You know what I'm saying? We got some more though. We got some more to get. So gotta get it while the getting is good. I was supposed to be looking for me a onion. All right. Spam is cooking nicely, nice and slow. Need a little salt for that water. Hot, steaming. Nice, hot and steaming. We're gonna put a little bit more on there. Put a little bit more on the griddle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Hey, put a little bit more on the griddle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Hey, put a little bit more on the griddle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Put a little bit more on the griddle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Hey, put a little bit more on the griddle. Put a little bit more on the griddle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Hey, hey, hey. Put more in the middle. Hey, put a little bit more in the middle. Hey. I like the way they steaming up over there. I like the way they steaming up over there. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yes, we are doing it up big for the family. You know what I'm saying? Cooking it up big for the family. Oh, I could do this. That way y'all can hear the music better. Hey, B-House, man. I'll catch you later, bro. Thanks for coming through real quick. Good peoples. What's up with this thing? There y'all go. A little bit more in the middle. A little bit more in the middle. A little bit more in the middle. Looking to see if I got me an onion. I got me an onion in here. Don't look like I do. I don't look like I got no onions for these diced potatoes. Look like I got me no onion in here for these diced tomatoes. These diced potatoes. A little more fire for that spam. Crisp up. Oh, nice flip. Hold on real quick. Show y'all what it look like when it flip. See how I cut that so thin? Yeah, I cut that so thin. That's it right there. I like it when it's thin. It's crispy. Little crispier when it's thin like that. It's special. All right, the water's ready for the grits. Now watch this. You could make a mistake and say, oh, 1 cup of grits, 1 cup of grits and 2 cups of water. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my measuring. On the same thing. I'm gonna do a cup, but a cup in liquid is different from a cup in solid. And I've made that mistake before. It ain't no big deal. It just means you just gotta, you gotta add a little this or add a little that. You know what I'm saying? That is what you gotta do. So instead, this time we're not gonna have to go through that. We're gonna add in the right amount. Okay, let's see. 2/3. That's 1 cup. Cup of grits. I need that accurate size spoon to stir this grits in this pot. Okay, let's take it off the fire a little bit. Oh snap! CBC voter said food. That's right. And the heat really will cook the grits by itself. Too much and it'll boil over. You know what I'm saying? But just give it just the right amount. Let it all hit the water. You got that nice little creaminess right there. And then you put it back on the fire. When you put it back on the fire, it'll continue to cook it. These quick grits anyway, you know what I'm saying? Quick grits. We don't need a whole lot of fire. Put it down low. Because it'll start bubbling on you. And I don't know about you, but true, I felt some grits pop up and hit my skin before. It's already doing it. See that? You ain't gotta sit there with it a whole lot. Now my wife is lactose intolerant, so some people add a little cream. Oh, I see you over here, Spam, trying to pop on me. Some people add a little cream. They add a little something. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's play. Let's see. Some people add a little something to their grits. I'ma just add butter. We got a little salt in the water. I just add a little butter. And me, myself, personally, I like sugar in my grits. Now, that's a great debate. I know. It splits and divides households worldwide. Should you do grits with butter, sugar, or should you do savory grits? That means salt, pepper. That has divided many families. Many families have been divided over this idea of how should the grits taste. Should they be sweet or should they be savory? Some people like stuff like shrimps and grits, cheese and egg. Some people like all that stuff. I like to get my salt from potatoes, from eggs, from the bacon, from the Spam. And I want my grits to be safe. I want them to be sweet. That's me. I don't know. Is that you? Y'all let me know. That's just how I get down. That's just how I get down. We ain't got to fight about it.